You want me to put that on my todger?
This one's wife. Using Lilibet. Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor. Another day comes and lo and behold, this one's wife has taken to Instagram again. Yes, the conduit which you will continue to use because it's just so handy and irresistible when it comes to the assertion of control and drawing of fuel has been used once again. It's another story that has been posted by this one's wife, but what has appeared in the story this time? Well, let's have a look. It consists of a very short video clip and then 2 stills which are bolted on the back end of the story. We'll start with the short clip and I'll show you the stills also. The Insta story posted by this one's wife utilizes 3 people, 2 in the video clip, 3 in the still, and 2 in the final still. It starts off showing Serena Williams, the wealthy tennis champion who is married to a tech mogul, and a young girl who, you must presume, is Lilibet. We get to see more of her on this occasion as we see her height, we see her long auburn hair, although we don't get to see her face. Interestingly, more is shown of her than we ordinarily get to see of Archie. Archie just normally maybe gets a pair of hands and possibly some feet or the back of his head. But here we do get to see more of Lilibet. Naturally, because this one's wife is a narcissist, what she's doing is utilizing her daughter, a non-intimate secondary source in her fuel matrix, and Serena Williams, a non-intimate secondary source also in her fuel matrix. One a family member, one a friend. This one's wife uses them as commodities. They are appliances to be utilized by her narcissism for the purpose of the pursuit of the prime aims. You'll notice that the caption at the bottom, as we hear Bill Withers' Lovely Day playing, when the aunties come to celebrate and to play. Now, aunties is written in the plural, so I'm not sure who the other individual it is, but I do know that Serena Williams is not an auntie by blood or marriage, is she? She falls into that category that occurs when a family friend gets called auntie. Now, there's nothing wrong with that in itself, as this is something which commonly occurs in respect of close family friends of your parents who perhaps develop a bond with the child also. I know for a fact in my own childhood there were at least 2 sets of family friends who got the names of auntie and uncle, although they weren't aunties and uncle in the true sense of the word. They were given that appellation as a form of affection or endearment to recognise the closeness of their relationship to my family. But they had that title alongside other aunties and uncles who were involved with the family by virtue of blood relation and marriage. The entertaining thing is that this one's wife refers to aunties when she has single-handedly cut out all of the natural uncles and aunties. Even though they are half siblings, Uncle Thomas Markle Jr. and Auntie Samantha have not been allowed to have any contact with her children. Thus, 2 individuals, an uncle and auntie on that side, have been cut out of the picture. On Harry's side, Uncle William and Aunt Catherine aren't involved either. And therefore, it shows the transparency and superficiality of this one's wife and the nasty nature of her, that she can't be bothered with the actual natural uncles and aunties of her children who have nothing to do with them by virtue of this one's wife's diktat, but she then goes on to describe somebody else who is just simply a family friend, and I shouldn't imagine somebody who attends that often on them, as an auntie. What's really going on here is the fact that this one's wife tolerates Serena Williams, because of two things. The first, Serena Williams is famous. She's wealthy. She's very successful in her own field. This one's wife wants to be surrounded by successful people because it aids her with regard to facade management and character trait acquisition. She will utilise their success to make it seem as if she's successful. The equation is simple. I am successful because I have successful people as friends. It also manages that facade of, I am a successful individual. I must be, because look at me, I have friends who are successful. But there's also a problem with this, in that the narcissist doesn't want to be overshadowed by people either. So there's something of a double-edged sword. The narcissism will cause the narcissist to be attracted to an individual who is successful for the purposes of facade management and character trait acquisition, whilst at the same time, the narcissism has to guard against threats to control because the individual may actually be more successful than the narcissist. And it's certainly the case here. Serena Williams was highly accomplished at playing tennis. She's a world champion and known around the world for that. This one's wife has not succeeded at anything other than ensnaring a dim-witted ginger prince. Furthermore, Serena Williams has developed wealth of hundreds of millions of dollars. This one's wife has not. Her wealth has come primarily from the association with Harry, either his personal wealth or the wealth that they've managed to con out of people by virtue of hustling. However, what this one's wife does, through her narcissism, is because she has a title, and Serena Williams doesn't, and I don't mean her tennis titles, but because she has a title of royalty. In this one's wife's mind, that makes her more important and superior to Serena Williams. That therefore enables her narcissism to reconcile the earlier potential problem. She can be friends with Serena Williams and associate with her by virtue of, you are a successful friend, but I also am able to control you because I'm better than you, because I've got a royal title. And thus Serena Williams finds herself of use within the fuel matrix of this one's wife. It also means, like she's granting her some kind of favour, she gives her the title of auntie. Now in that short clip, Lilibet looks rather uncertain. There doesn't seem to be much of a bond taking place between her and Serena Williams. If we were to give the benefit of the doubt, well, that might be because it's only a short clip that doesn't really show much of an interaction. If we're remaining cynical, it may well be the case because there simply isn't one, and the child is being utilised as a prop. The still that comes then shows, of course, this one's wife getting in on the action. The massive feet are on display as Lilibet stares, looking uncertain, and we see the back of Serena Williams' head. We have a label, 3 days until the party begins. All are invited at Netflix. So this one's wife prostitutes her daughter and friend to promote her show. They're playing a board game. It's got nothing to do with cookery. It's got nothing to do with crafting. It's got really anything to do with hospitality. But that doesn't matter to this one's wife, because it's all about that facade management of, as a mom, look, I have a friend. Look, I'm doing things with my daughter. Look, see what a good mother I am. Here I am. I'm always doing stuff with my kids. You don't see my husband doing this, do you? I'm the one that does all of this. I'm the one that's making strawberry bagels with them on Valentine's Day. I'm the one in the garden with Archie. I'm the one that's playing games with Lilibet. What a wonderful person I am. And then the final picture, which I presumably is her once again engaging in being the face, hugging alien that she is, as she has to tell all the world, look, I'm a hugger. Look what a wonderful person I am. Look how kind and empathic I am as I hug Serena Williams and she hugs me, although, of course, I clamp my arms around her neck, possibly causing her to temporarily be asphyxiated. Once again, another Instagram story from this one's wife. Once again, the utilisation of social media by the narcissist for the pursuit of the prime aims. Once again, facade management by this one's wife, this time to demonstrate that she's successful through an accomplished friend and also that she's a wonderful mother as a mom. The exploitation of a child for the purposes of reminding people of her show. The self-absorption as ever of this useless narcissist. And as ever, broken down for you by me, H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.